The world is full of surprises. You might think you know everything about geography, but we've got 50 interesting and utterly bizarre geography-related facts. Alright, without further ado, let's get straight into it. 90% of the world's population lives in the Northern Hemisphere. The majority of the Earth's population is concentrated in the Northern Hemisphere, which includes continents like North America, Europe, and Asia. Parts of Canada are to the south of Detroit. The southernmost part of Canada, in Ontario, lies south of Detroit, Michigan, which is due to the positioning of the US-Canada border. Russia is so big that it is home to 11 different time zones. Russia spans such a vast area that its time zones range from UTC +2 to UTC +12, covering a vast range of geographical locations. Despite being just 2.4 miles apart, the Diomede Islands have a 21-hour time difference between them. The two islands, one belonging to Russia and the other to the US, are located on opposite sides of the international dateline, causing a significant time difference despite their proximity. Most studies place the total number of human beings who have ever lived at around 60 to 120 billion. Considering the current world population of around 8 billion, this suggests that around 10% of all humans who have ever lived are alive today. Rome is further north than New York City. Despite being known for its Mediterranean climate, Rome is situated farther north than New York City, located at around 41.9 degrees north latitude, compared to New York's 40.7 degrees north. The continent of Asia has more surface area than the entirety of the Moon. Asia's total land area is larger than the Moon's surface area, which is 37.9 million square kilometers. The largest city by area in the world, Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, is almost half the size of France. Ulaanbaatar spans over 100,000 square kilometers, making it the largest city by area, nearly the size of France. The Manda Mountains in South Africa are over 3.5 billion years old, making them the oldest on the planet. Did you know you can walk from Alaska to Russia? When the Bering Strait freezes, it's possible to walk between the two continents. China has 102 cities with a population of over 1 million. China leads the world in urban population density, with more than 100 cities housing over 1 million people. If the entirety of Scandinavia was a city, it wouldn't even make the top 10 most populated in the world. Even though Scandinavia includes countries like Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, its population is too small to compete with the largest urban centers. At 132,000 capacity, India is home to the largest sports stadium in the world, the Motera Stadium. The Motera Stadium in Ahmedabad, India, can hold over 132,000 spectators, surpassing the previous record held by the Runggrado 1st of May Stadium in North Korea. France has the most time zones of any country due to its overseas territories across the globe. It's all about that international reach. If you could melt down all the gold in the Earth's core, you'd have enough to cover the entire planet in a shiny, 1.5-foot thick golden layer. Now that's some Bond villain material. The Netherlands is the tallest country in the world, with an average male height of 183 centimeters and female height of 172 centimeters. The Dutch are the tallest people globally. On the other hand, the shortest country by height in the world is Indonesia. The average height of men in Indonesia is 163.5 centimeters, and for women, it's 153 centimeters, making it the shortest country by height. By an absolute country mile, Russia has by far the most forest area in the world, at around 12 million kilometers squared. Russia's forests account for approximately 20% of the world's total forested area. Suriname, however, has the most percentage of its land covered in forest at a remarkable 98.3%. The Democratic Republic of Congo is widely considered to be the richest country in the world regarding natural resources. With an estimated $24 trillion in untapped mineral resources, the DRC has some of the world's most valuable deposits, including cobalt, copper, and diamonds. The Welsh flag has been ranked as the coolest-looking flag in the world, featuring a red dragon, was rated as one of the most visually appealing flags globally by a variety of surveys and rankings. For more than a decade, Tokyo has maintained the accolade as the city with the most starred restaurants in the world. Sweden has the most islands at around 222,000, many of which are uninhabited, followed by Finland with 188,000. At 424, New York City's subway system is the largest in terms of the number of stations, surpassing other major cities. Pyongyang, North Korea, is home to the world's tallest unused building, the Pyongyang Hotel. Standing over 1,000 feet tall, this pyramid-shaped building in Pyongyang remains unfinished and unoccupied. South Sudan is the world's youngest country. South Sudan is the newest member of the United Nations. Wellington, New Zealand, is the world's most southern capital. At 41.3 degrees south latitude, Wellington is the southernmost capital city in the world. Reykjavik, Iceland, is the northernmost capital city. At 64.1 degrees north, Reykjavik is the northernmost capital, known for its unique geography and harsh winters. Beijing has the most billionaires in the world, overtaking New York City, hosting about 100 billionaires, making it the world's wealthiest city. London has the most five-star hotels in the world, at around 75. London is known for its luxury accommodations. Singapore boasts some of the fastest internet speeds globally, ensuring top-tier connectivity. Norway has the largest plug-in segment market share of electric new car sales in the world, where nearly 75% of new car sales are electric. Vatican City is the smallest city and country in the world. At just 0.49 square kilometers, Vatican City is both the world's smallest city-state and country. Kiribati has the highest smoking rates in the world at 52.4%. Smoking is a major health issue in Kiribati. There are 557 cities with more than 1 million inhabitants. The global urban landscape is vast, with hundreds of cities boasting populations exceeding 1 million. China has the highest electricity consumption in the world, with nearly 6 trillion kilowatt-hours consumed annually. China's population is larger than nearly 4 regions combined. The population of China exceeds that of South America, Europe, excluding Russia, the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand combined. El Salvador is the only country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. El Salvador made history in 2021 as the first nation to recognize Bitcoin as an official currency. Japan has the most centenarians. With around 80,000 people aged 100 or older, Japan has one of the world's highest rates of centenarians. Pittsburgh surpasses even Venice, Italy, for its impressive number of bridges, with 446, earning the title City of Bridges. And that's a wrap for today. But don't worry, that was just the tip of iceberg. For more jaw-dropping discoveries, check our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe us.